9 to 5 is low-key easy money.
I'm not going to stay in a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, you know.
I am so against 9 to 5 because there are too many cons for me. They'll tell you this is your job description and they want you to do over it. No payments. I should just working for you for free. If you want to work in an office, remove that African mentality from the workspace. In the work environment, there should be a level of professionalism that you keep. Do you understand? So that to avoid insult, to avoid disrespect. If you respect yourself, I'll respect myself. If I respect myself, you should respect me too. Low-key, they might punish those people that employed me last. Hi, God, I don't suffer for people's hands. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Life, it's not equal for everybody. A colleague of mine is working, but I can clearly see that, you know, this 9 to 5 is probably just not a game, but a side quest for him because he has a car now, for example.
Side quest.
I mean, he might not call it like that, but like
somebody's life
you can
side quest.
So what you're telling me now is you don't believe in work-life balance.
I don't believe in work-life balance. You believe in work-life balance?
Hi guys.
Hello. And we're back. Deji, how are you?
What can I say? I'm okay, I'm alive, I'm kicking. It's Nigeria, guys. What can we really say?
Yeah, I'm not fine, no. I'm tired. I don't know this you're kicking, but me, I'm very, very tired. But that doesn't mean we're not gonna have this episode. So, I'm Calm.
I'm Deji.
And welcome to another episode of Off the Mic. Deji, how are you?
How can I be?
Yeah, you look very tired.
Guys, exhausted. But like, it's Nigeria, you know, we have to adapt. We'll do this thing and kick it off. How about you?
I do. I'm fine.
Energy.
I'm not fine, but I'm fine. You have to
for
say
the
I'm
viewers,
fine.
You know, we love you guys. So
yeah.
I'm
fine for you guys. Yes. Anyways, we're gonna be tackling a topic where I think that most of us are currently facing right now.
Okay.
And that is work-life balance. I mean, whether you do 9 to 5, whether you're a freelancer, whether you are an entrepreneur, whatever job you think you're in,
whatever you found yourself in, bro.
We're going to tackle the perspective as in our generation.
So, you know, without wasting much time, without further ado,
yeah.
Which side of the spectrum are you, you know, looking out for yourself? 9 to 5,
9 to 5, been there, done that, never going back. Never ever going back.
But I'm a 9 to 5 hour. It's not that bad though. I feel like you guys are exaggerating.
You used to psych yourself. Like you believe, yeah. You know, this is the life for me.
It's just
I need to. It's
no,
not for me.
I don't think I want to. No, I don't think. I'm not going to stay in a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. You know, I've obviously watched my dad growing up. He goes out 6 a.m., 5 a.m., comes back 6 p.m. I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. Every day, you know, like there's no joy. It's boring.
Some people find genuine joy. Maybe
9 to 5 as well.
Yeah.
So not everybody's situation at the end of the day is.
At the end of the time, it's your cup of tea. At the end of the day, it's your cup of tea. Like you pick your struggle, because now, if you're working 9 to 5 in this economy, they better be paying you really well.
Bag.
But you better be earning that bag properly.
100K.
That's the 100K.
You know the last thing.
No. You better to be paid very, very well.
Yeah. Entrepreneurs, freelancers, you know, I think that right now, for, you know, the younger ones that are coming up in our generation, that's everybody's dream right now. I think that's just where most people are looking at.
Yeah, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. So they enter it and they see what
that
exactly
it's not. That's what I'm trying to say.
Let's just be very honest.
Yeah.
9 to 5 is low-key easy money. Low-key. Why do I say so? You're just working on it's like secondary school. You know, you wake up in the morning, you have to get to class at a certain time. No, then that's so. Seriously, you wake up in the morning, you have to be at work by 9 o'clock. Wake up by 6, get ready, know your traffic. That's if you're in a working environment like Abuja.
Yeah.
Not in Lagos, like you're going to work by 9, you're waking up 4. No. I mean a working environment.
Okay.
If you're in a proper environment, you know you're getting up by 6, get to the office by 9, run your emails,
You're done for the day.
5 o'clock, you're like, okay, let me dip. Your HR is like, meeting, sir, I'm going home, please. You're not paying me for any extra time, you get me? Yeah. But then if you decide to be an entrepreneur, if you decide to like want to own your own business.
You want to
I
do
have
your own
owned
thing.
my own business before.
It's not easy.
You are the promoter. You are the manager. You are the salesperson.
Everything there you
You are,
read. Everything there you read.
you are the company one.
I think what people fail to realize is that, you know, when you're doing a 9 to 5, I wouldn't like to maybe say you're like this, okay, you're not a slave, but you know, you're just the worker. This isn't your thing. You're helping somebody to, you know, achieve their goal essentially. You know, your goal might be there, you might be achieving your goal, but like that business that you're in, that workplace, it's not your main joy, it's not your main thing. The head, the CEO is but when you say you're an entrepreneur, you take care of everything, and people just don't really dig that, especially in our generation. So many people want the lifestyle of, you know, a self-freelancer, having your own thing, but they don't realize the workload that comes with it.
Funny enough, and speaking from someone who is currently a freelancer, being a freelancer is not easy
At all.
Like, let's say if you're a freelancer for a company abroad, like you work remotely for a company abroad, you're working on their time, not. So you see, sleep, forget about it. Like if you know you want to sleep by 9 o'clock, stop.
If they buzz you 2 a.m.
They buzz you 2 a.m. You get up. Funny enough. So like it's like at the end of the day, it's pick your struggle.
Yeah.
Because one of the reasons why I know I don't work in 9 to 5 again is what's that word? Anagram. An anagram.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the right word. That system in the office,
The structure.
where there's a supervisor, there's this, there's that. I don't really do well with supervision and authoritarian figures. So it's not my scenery.
But as a freelancer, you still have your...
No, but that's different.
Yeah.
You have a supervisor, but not someone that's hounding your neck.
There's space for...
Now, let me give you a story.
Okay.
And my last workplace, God, Nigerians need to remove that African mentality from the workspace, genuinely speaking. If you want to work in an office, remove that African mentality from the workspace. Because at my last office, there was like a little, friction between I and my supervisor. And then scolding. She was like, will you shut up your mouth? I was trying to explain myself. She was like, will you shut up your mouth? I was like, ma, please don't tell me to shut up. Oh my gosh. She got so angry. I was like, I didn't tell you to shut up. I just told you not to tell me to shut up. So why are you so offended? She's like, leave this place right now. Whether she thought it was a punishment, I don't know. I went to go and sleep. No, seriously, because if she told me leave, and then I used to work at a hotel, so like there was staff quarters. I went to staff quarters. I slept for like 4 hours. What? And I've clocked in. So I'm working. Whether anybody likes it or not, I've clocked into work. Yeah. They're going to pay me for those hours I spent sleeping. So it was just like, and then she now reported me to my manager, and then my manager was like, oh, I should just go and apologize. And I'm like, sir, I didn't do anything wrong.
To be fair.
I just told her not to tell me to shut up. It was like, oh, if the HR or the so it was like if somebody in higher this thing told you, I would have said the same thing. Because in the work environment, there should be a level of professionalism that you keep. Do you understand? So that to avoid insult, to avoid disrespect. If you respect yourself, I'll respect myself. If I respect myself, you should respect me too. Not you be talking to me like I'm a child or you're the one that gave birth to me. There should be a demarcation. So remove culture and all that from the office. From the workplace environment. Just respect yourself and I respect myself. That's what I think. That's actually one of the reasons why I say I don't do 9 to 5 again.
So these are this is one of the lows of the 9 to 5 environment. I think from someone that has like a reverse kind of lifestyle, where I used to work, it was not a 9 to 5. It was a studio, a photography studio. I was actually supposed to be an intern. I don't know how I moved from an intern to an unemployed worker, but let's just not go fully into that. So I moved from that space to, the 9 to 5, and the differences I can give, in my 9 to 5 now, I work in IT. They can buzz me, okay, come and do this, come and do that. And of course, I will do my best to. But the truth of the matter is, you're not paying me outside of, my 9 to 5 work hours. If, peradventure, something is going on and, I don't feel like this thing that's happening concerns me. Like, for example, I was sick very recently. And I think there was like a minor issue that was going on. I could not come in. There's no way I can come in because I'm feeling sick. But in my previous workplace, the studio that I was working in, every day, the initial agreements, the funny thing is, the initial agreements was Tuesday, Thursday. In fact, just Tuesday and Thursday, I was just supposed to come in twice a week. But I said, okay, helping hand, let me just You know, I went to go do mistake.
Let me not cut you short, but then you see,
Yeah?
that's actually another reason why I see our generation doesn't lean towards 9 to 5.
Mm.
Because they'll tell you this is your job description and
And
they
then
want you to
they'll
do
take it
over
out
it.
of-
No payments. I should just working for you for free.
Mm.
So there's like it's not beneficial. We've said this thing before. It is just not beneficial.
We're not lazy.
We're
They
not
just don't-
lazy.
they just
It's
don't get
not
the-
because imagine you're supposed to work Thursday and Friday. They not say come in and help out. You're not adding money to my pockets.
But I'm actually arguing that, you know, especially in a 9 to 5 setting where everything works out, it's better in setting. But that's the problem. You can say in most 9 to 5 places, the setting doesn't always work out. You know, things are not always clear. But in a place where it works out, I'm arguing that it's better there. Like, you don't have these issues. You know, okay, maybe the best scenario for this is hybrid work. You know, you're doing remote,
Fair.
you're doing partial 9 to 5. Some HRs, they move crazy. They want to, but typically speaking, you know, you have your time. You know, you're working now, you're not working now. It's like you said, it's easy money, sort of, because this is when you're working, this is when you're not working. But if you're doing outside life, in fact, do you know what I genuinely want to hit right now? Nightlife. In one of our previous episodes, I think our last episode actually, we're talking about nightlife. I have a friend, Sean, and when he initially started posting about nightlife, you know, going out, he was, I think, 4 clubs or 5 clubs every weekend or every Friday, safe. And I thought, okay, this guy was just having fun. He was just enjoying life. And then when we had the conversation, he said, no, guy, this is work. Imagine that kind of thing now. You are sacrificing your AMs as a whole. Like, you might be thinking, okay, this person is just chilling, they're having fun. But that, you're struggling to stay awake, you're fighting
To add to this,
it's just a whole other side of it.
To add to this, I know someone that is a club manager. I've never seen a more stressed human being. I'm telling you, it's so saddening.
Yeah.
Like, he works day in, day out from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. And then if he's going to church, because he goes to church, finding that balance,
He goes
it's
to
something
church,
to look up.
like Saturday night, Sunday
Saturday
morning.
night, he's at the club from like, let's say 7 p.m. Then he's going to leave the club 5 a.m., go home, shower, go to church, 7. Like, the religion is that serious. And I'm like, wow, who does to you for it? Because to find that balance is actually something to look for, to look up to. When I was working in 9 to 5, to eat was a struggle. I would go to work, come back. I used to drag my leg to shower. If I eat food that day, you know that it's my mother that cooks the food. And I say, take, just eat so you will not die. If not, straight to my bed. I'm sleeping to know I'm going to wake up again to repeat that whole cycle. This cycle can be actually really, really mentally challenging. Like, the constant waking up, dressing up, going to work, coming back, waking up, dressing up, it's very repetitive, very boring, it can drain the life out of you. When I was working in 9 to 5, I don't think I had a life of my own. That was the period everybody knew that they would invite me out to. They would say, oh, come, let's go here on Friday. I'm like, guys, tomorrow is Saturday, that's the only day I can sleep, sorry. Like, oh my God, come, let's go out on Sunday. Guys, tomorrow is Monday, I'm going to work, sorry. Like, and it made me feel so bad because I was like, is this the life I want to live?
You're
like,
missing out on
do you mean I'm just going to miss out on my youth that they say I should be enjoying? Small 20 that I like, do you understand? Like, small 20s that I'm trying to package myself. So it's just like, nah, I'd rather struggle on my own time and like than leave that back to back.
So what you're telling me now is you don't believe in work-life balance?
I don't believe in work-life balance. You believe in work-life balance?
I believe in work-life balance. I think that's one of the very few ways. It doesn't matter what you're doing, but if you're a freelancer, if you're an entrepreneur, you have a job that you're focusing on, you are going to have to take deliberate timing out of your working life to say, okay, I want to relax, I want to rest, I want to do this or that. If you're a 9 to 5, you need to actually plan that. My weekends, but like if you've decided that you want to do 9 to 5, this is the thing for you. You want to make bastard money. I don't know how, but you want to make bastard money from 9 to 5s. You have to, take intentional time and say, okay, on my weekends, maybe once, twice in a month, I'm going to intentionally chill with my guys. I'm going to intentionally say, okay, how far friends, maybe we'll come out Saturday.
On which salary, sorry?
It depends now. It depends.
In Abuja?
Because, do you know in this same Abuja bar, there are people that are making 500K, 1 million. Okay, now, my former boss, kind of still my present boss, she was talking to us about how there's so much money in Abuja and like we just don't know how to make use of it.
Fair.
She was talking about insurance, she was talking about banks, she was talking about different ways, you know, that you can.
Excuse me. You see all this what the occupation you're talking about? When you want to apply, you know what they tell you? 10 years plus experience. You want someone who just recently graduated from uni, is yet to serve, or maybe they graduated 3 years ago. And
but do you know people still do this? Do you know people still do this? How people still do it? Now, it's not logical, but if I started working for my 200 level uni, I, you know, do internship. But it happens.
Are you serious?
It's not as known.
In uni.
It's not as known, but it happens.
Wow, true, Sha.
It genuinely actually happens. Like this is something that.
Am I just lazy?
Like I was wondering because, you know,
it's not just this.
I was talking to a couple of friends of mine and in fact, thank God, I did computer science, well. And initially, I had this big idea, big goal of how things would go. And now I don't want to program it. Like programming, it's not the life for me. Like I said, I currently work in 95. I don't want to continue going this. But like, these people have shown me that this is something that is possible. Because from 200 level, these guys, they were busting codes.
Actually, fair. Now that you say this here, I know someone who, actually people are hardworking. I might just be the problem, low-key. Because I am so against 95 because there are too many cons for me.
But there's so many pros.
There are so many cons, guys.
But there's so many pros. It's just, in life, you just have to stack things against one another.
There are so many cons.
Okay.
Harassment. As a woman in 95.
That's one thing,
women in male-dominated fields.
Remote work.
Talking of average, going to office around 9 o'clock, coming back around 5. Do you understand? Like, true. The harassment. A friend of mine, the place she just recently resigned from, because she's serving in Abuja, her boss texted her a lot of rubbish. This Negro said, I'm coming to Abuja soon, provide a babe for me. I'll pay you to watch me and the babe fuck. Guys. Guys. Dinners. I saw the text. Not like I see if I don't see the message. You know something? If somebody tells this to you, not believe it unless they show you proof.
I'm not scared of like online presence.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
No sense of consequence. Like, texted this thing, double down and said, oh, like, come on, yes, don't tell anybody, yo.
I feel like these are not talking
about. Same text message, yo.
I'm sorry.
This should be between us.
I'm just going to quickly take us, but like, sexuality is crazy, yo. Even people actually like people to watch them.
Apart from the harassment aspects, you come and see bosses that are after your life. Their own is to leech off every single atom of energy you have into their business. They just want to.
But that's why I said like work-life balance is something that's actually
imagine working for a company where your boss is that kind of boss. What's work-life balance?
See, life is not equal for everybody. Let's just agree about that. Life is not fair. If you are born poor, you will not have the same, access to circumstances as someone that. Example, if I don't even know where I'm going far. Rich people now, let's just be factual. People in upper class, people that work, they got into their workplace through their father, through their whatever. Their experience now for a 95. I don't even know where I'm going far. A colleague of mine, that I will not call his name now, he's working in the same place as me. He's working in the same, but I can clearly see that, this 95 is probably just not a game, but a side quest for him because he has a car now, for example.
Side quest.
I mean, he might not call it like that, but like
somebody's life you can side quest.
I'm just saying you cannot see that for him that 95 is something that he can make work because he has a car now, for example. One of the major problems in Abuja or in Nigeria as a whole is transportation. You finish work 5:30, you have to do rush hour, pushing somebody to get inside a vehicle to. He doesn't have to go through all that. So that's one of the issues now. But like, someone that doesn't have to face this, to them, a 95 is not as bad because, you have your vehicle, you head home. And this guy now, what I'm giving him, he has other things that he does. This place that we're working in, this is probably not his main source of. Now, am I saying that the only way you can enjoy a 95 is if you have other sources of income? Actually, maybe because especially for like people in our generation, you need to find multiple things. But I'm saying that a 95 can actually, it can work out. It's something that if you can plan, if you can structure, you just have, that balance has to be there. You have to tell yourself, if you want to have fun, you're going to do this. It's not something that's just going to magically happen.
Forget this thing you're saying.
Oh my
God. No, seriously.
Okay. Let me say this now, for example. Let's say before you leave school, you find an organization. Let's say you really delve deep into whatever you're doing, you get remote or even hybrid work, and you tell yourself structure, blah 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 blah. You plan it out. Now, all the hustles and bustles, all the problems in life, they come your way. But if you know, that's the whole point of the structure. That is what I'm talking about, work-life balance here. If you've planned for certain of these things, you can either walk away from what you don't want to a better. That's the thing. Hope you know better 95s exist. Startups. There are startups right now where it might be more difficult, at the starting period because you're basically working like your boss. You're running your house. But going forward, life is chiller for you. You have that. There's space for you to do things. So I think that work-life balance exists, but with structure. It's not something that just going to happen to you.
Such a beautiful concept, honestly. Like, honestly, I'm so inspired right now. Should I start looking for a 9 to 5? Like, I'm so inspired, honestly.
But I don't know. Me that I'm talking now, I want to go into events, so I want to see what you guys are. I want to do some of that struggle.
Going to freelance. A downside to freelance. See, that's the actually thing about working. Like I said, you have to pick your struggle. A downside to freelance is that there are slow periods. Like, there are points in time in your life where
that
you would not.
Cash flow
Source of cash flow is really, really low. So you need to start looking for where you will perch the easiest.
That's the downside to it.
Exactly. Like, let's, for example, me now. I do freelance. Yeah. I do lashes that's my skill on the side. So like, if my freelance,
come and teach me now.
Come and teach you.
Nails. I want to do nails.
You see your back. You don't know what back pain is. You sit down on a chair, legs spread for 4 hours. You don't know what back. I'm telling you. So like, it's like you just have to know which are which. Like last month, my freelance work wasn't really as booming. So I had to lean towards my lashes. And even the lashes, because of the fact that I have not been able to promote it as much as I'd like, was kind of slow. So my cash flow was low. You just have, that's what, a perk I can say 9 to 5 has. A perk, the most minute perk is the steady cash flow, like this. Which, in fact, cancel that.
But
because
the risk
some
of
bosses
your
know they
mental
pay on time.
Fails.
So like, I don't really see any good thing. Honestly, because the last place I worked, I think
that's where like a major
low key they might punish those people that employed me last. No, because they didn't give me an employment letter. They taxed my salary. They paid late.
They taxed your salary.
God. I don't suffer for people's hands. Oh Jesus Christ. They taxed my salary. They didn't give me an employment. I worked for this people for 3 months. I never saw an employment letter on my name.
But where I'm working right now, I'm loving this.
Wow.
I'm loving this. If the only downside I can say is,
I think it's the industry.
Maybe I don't want to work every day of the week. If I could get like 3 times. If my boss comes across this, don't be angry. But like, give me Monday to Wednesday. I'll sure work go to.
Wow.
Just give me Monday to. But I'm just saying because like we do Salah. We had a barbecue for everybody at work. He gives us breaks. Like that's what I'm saying. These things exist. You can just say maybe. Hey, it's not.
Please, I'm going to your office. Let me apply. Maybe they are looking for another. Let me just go and send my.
So I don't know. I think if I was to give advice to a friend of mine or someone else, find your thing, find what works for you. If you've tested 90, this life, test things, explore, test 95. Do you hate it that badly? Like, is your mental health? Everybody should focus on their mental health, but like. If it's really been affected that badly, it's not for you. It's not for you.
One thing I love about our generation, we don't play with our mental health.
Sure.
Because like no, seriously, because I had this supervisor then, like last year. HR actually operations manager at a hotel I interned for. An employee came and was like, "Ma, please, I'd like to quit." Why? Mental health. Literally, that was the reason. Like, and he dipped. So like, oh, what's your plan? Have you found another job? No, ma. I'm just like my mental health. That's a very valid reaction because if you say you want to do your job as a do or die affair, you might actually die there.
So just find what works for you. Find what works for you. If entrepreneur, even the entrepreneurship self, there are different skills to. I'm not advising anybody, but if you want to delve into those other types of 9 to 5,
like what?
I'm just saying, if there's something that works for you,
Yes,
something that
so
works for
actually, there's
you.
no shame in labor. Like, I feel like a source of income is a source of income. Anybody that's judging you for it should pay your bills.
Do what? The thing, exactly. Whatever pays your bills. That should be your main concern. That should be your main concern. So I think at this point,
We've chosen our struggle, and that's fine.
hey, I'm still thinking about that struggle, but
No.
But I'm
You've
just
given me
saying.
some. I think I'm enlightened by you. So for me to be enlightened by you,
So we're swapping now. You take 95.
no, don't say that. Don't ever. I rebuke so spirits. In Jesus' name, please do.
Hey, boss, I love you. Don't worry. Monday morning, I'm back at work. I'm ready. I'm active.
Oh, you're talking to. Oh, sorry, sir. Please don't just forgive him. His podcast, no fear. Anyways, let us know in the comments whether you are on the side of 9 to 5 or you're on the side of freelance or entrepreneur or anything else.
Or 5 to 9,
5 to 9.
No.
Blood is your strength.
Some people did it.
Once again, I'm Kam.
I remind Deji.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, we're everywhere, guys. Don't worry, you can't get rid of us. And, Bobo, I beg of the mic.